Hey everyone, Dan here with Good Earth Water Gardens. Today I'm in Leawood, Kansas. We've got a couple different water features on this property. I'm gonna start with this backyard waterfall that really takes up a nice space and is something to really showcase. Come check it out. So here I am in the backyard, and this is the water feature right here. This was just a blank slate area. The patio and fire pit wasn't even here. And the homeowner was redoing their basement. And of course, they wanted an area where they could walk out and spend time. And of course, he wanted a waterfall with some big stones too. Really like how this one turned out. It shows a lot of different effects that you can do with water, all in one small space. So one of the first things I want to point out is that this is a compact area, but we were able to get some nice height on this waterfall. This starting point is probably around 5 feet tall, and we only maybe have 8 to 10 feet of run. So we have some big waterfalls that come crashing down more immediately. That allowed us to really give a neat effect where we could spread things out wide and then have some real dramatic impact with the waterfalls as they cascaded down towards the sitting area too. And it was really neat that we were able to design and build multiple waterfalls with different effects in such a compact space. Not only did we use large boulders inside this feature, but we wanted to use plenty of boulder outcroppings to match the scale on the outside as well. See, we've got boulders like this one I'm sitting on here, and then other outcroppings to help frame the landscape and continue the large boulder theme throughout this whole feature here. And like I said, because we have such a wide space, it made sense to have a secondary waterfall over here. Now this one's kind of the opposite of this waterfall. We have more low drops instead of one main cascading drop, and we were able to just create a different effect with the waterfalls where they kind of stagger and crash down a series of boulders too. And then finally, for the grand effect, we have the area where these two waterfalls can join together, and then they create this main cascade that goes into our reservoir here. But this is kind of the neat effect, and you see these nice big boulders we used to frame this waterfall, and it looks like water just kind of came down and carved its way through these rocks, and then it disappears into a spring, which is really our reservoir below. He's also taking advantage of the ability to plant annual flowers in here. We've got this coleus that's just gotten massive. You can just see how well this plant does growing right in the water. And even some of the other plants like the sun patience, they just bloom all season, and you don't have to water any of them because it's already taken care of by being inside the waterfall. So when you hear outdoor living or outdoor living space, a lot of times people think they need a large area or a big spot where they can put something in. And this is a great little compact, intimate setting. I'll say this water feature from the edge of the wall to the edge of the yard is maybe 20, 25 feet, and then we maybe have 15 feet of depth. And with this being such a large lot, this takes up a very minimal amount of space. Looking at it right here, there's so much to see and view with all the different water, and it's just mesmerizing to see all the different effects you get just from sitting in this area. But could you imagine just if this was the stucco wall, it wouldn't have nearly the effect, and it just adds more to the intimacy of this overall space, makes you want to cozy up on a cool evening with a blanket and just sit out, listen to the water, watch the different cascading effects. You wouldn't want to sit out here and do that for hours. And not only do we have a beautiful water feature in the backyard, but we've got this trio of bubbling stones that went in a couple years afterwards here in the front. And it's just a nice feature that really greets you and creates a nice effect from the street view and as you walk up the sidewalk going to the front door. Love how fountains just provide that little accent. So there you have it. Thanks for making it this far in the video. And I hope you enjoyed this water feature showcase. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a comment down below about your favorite parts of the water features in this yard. See you on the next one.